How's it going, everybody? It's your world champion here, and we are back with another Naruto arc review. This time, it's all about Shikamaru and just a little bit of his story and the things that he's doing 2 years after the war and all that. But before we get into the video proper, just need to point you guys out to a few things. I need you guys to like the video. I'm going to have a like goal for this video. I need you guys to have 10 likes on this video. That'd be great. I would greatly appreciate that. I think that is a very doable like goal. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss next week's arc review, as well as hitting the bell icon so you get notified of every time I upload a video. And don't forget to check out the links to all my socials down below in the description. There's a link to my Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. And there's also a link to a place called the Void Century Club. It's a forum where you can talk anything anime or manga related, whether it's One Piece, My Hero Academia, Naruto, any of all that. So check them out. A lot of cool people in there, a lot of great people as well. Meet some new friends, have a great time. And with that being said, let's dive in. Again, this is the Shikamaru Hiden arc of Naruto Shippuden. And this is another one of those novel arcs. Yeah, so there's a lot of talking in this, and not too much action. And if I'm being honest, I was kind of bored throughout most of this arc. And I feel bad for saying that because it's an arc about Shikamaru, who's actually one of my favorite characters in Naruto. But I walked away from this arc and I'm like, well, not much really came from it because a lot of stuff we kind of knew about Shikamaru. And I think there was probably, again, like I've been saying with these novel arcs that we've been having, is there's probably a lot more in the novel that didn't get fleshed out in the anime itself. So this is just another one of those teasers to be like, oh, go read the novel. So yeah, I mean, it's fine. So we continue on with this arc. Basically, 2 years have passed since the war. Again, everybody has their designs from the last Naruto movie. Choji, Ino, and Shikamaru here. I mean, Shikamaru doesn't look any different except for the different armor. But yeah, so 2 years have passed, and Shikamaru, he's striving to be somebody that can help Naruto become a great Hokage. That's why he's working so closely with Kakashi. That's why he's not going on as many missions as he used to, and he's really taking on a lot of responsibility in the back. And we see this a lot with like the person he's working with, the little kid that's with them, and Kakashi kind of reminds him, they're in a time of peace, so they're not really going to be seeing a lot of war or experiencing a lot of war. So these kids are kind of, I don't want to say bratty, but they're kind of a little soft. But so Shikamaru is just kind of struggling with why he's still being a ninja and why he's still doing all this. Yeah, he wants to be good for Naruto and help him in the long run, but he's kind of losing touch of himself a little bit as well. And we even see some moments here where he's like playing shogi with the Tsuchikage, and we even have him, and Choji just hanging out, but he's just all about work. He's trying to fit everything into his life so that way he doesn't get rusty. And we see moments like this where like he's doing target practice with his kunai and he's missing the mark a lot. So Shikamaru, during this time of peace, he's not really feeling fulfilled, to the point where during like a 5 Kage summit, Tamari actually tries to confront him about this, and he just dances around the subject and she slaps the shit out of him. And I mean, they do a little bit with their romance in this novel story, but we'll talk more about that at the end. So the big issue in this arc is a lot of rogue ninja and people who abandon their posts during the Great Ninja War. They're going to the Land of Silence and basically just staying there. And we get this information from Sai, who hasn't come back yet. So Shikamaru actually leaves in a 3-man squad to go find him. And this is where we meet our wonderful filler novel characters, whatever you want to call them. We get to meet Soku and Ro. We have an older person who's been through a lot of war, been through a lot of grief, and Soku, who just got out of the academy. They're both like different ends of the spectrum that Shikamaru has to deal with, and they're both Anbu Black Ops. So Ro, his whole thing throughout all of this is he's cursed by his memories of the past and having to like pretty much abandon his post. Like, he was underneath all these bodies and all this, and it was basically him needing to get away. And with Soku, she wants to prove herself as a ninja, even in this time of peace. And it kind of gets annoying a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, because she is very headstrong. She wants to just prove herself right then and there, right there. Like, I need to do this. And we find out that she actually fears peace, because with peace comes a possible end to Shinobi World. Okay, cool, neat, awesome, but not necessarily. You're a 14-year-old girl, so you don't really know exactly what the horrors of war are like. You really want to go out there and show your stuff. I get that. I understand that. But war is not something you should strive for at all. So these two help Shikamaru. They end up trying to infiltrate the Land of Silence, and it does kind of work in a really weird way, but in a good Shikamaru way. So I guess it's not really weird. It's within character of Shikamaru. But anyways, so they get in and they're able to find some information out. They're able to find out at least the name of the guy who's trying to control everybody. His name is Gengo. And we find out later on how he's able to control everybody. So Shikamaru and the team just try to go and infiltrate, and they try to save Sai, who's being crucified in the middle of this town. And Sai actually ends up being part of Gengo's group. And Shikamaru is surrounded by all these people who are pretty much brainwashed by Gengo. So they throw Shikamaru into a cell, and he doesn't give up. He's the type of person that won't give up in this kind of situation. He just starts thinking of strategies and all that. And he even says that to Sai when he brings him his food. He's just like, I'm going to get out of here. I'm just biding my time, waiting to get out. But unfortunately, Soku and Ro, they fall for Gengo's mind control. And yes, it kind of is mind control. So Shikamaru ends up meeting up with Gengo. And Gengo, I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of a forgettable villain. So basically, he's able to manipulate people's memories. Not memories, sorry. He's able to use people's memories to control them and to brainwash them into following him. So with Ro, for example, having him succumb to his darkness from wars and all that, or Soku, who wants to prove that she is worthy of being a shinobi and all that. And so he tries to use that with Shikamaru. We see instances where Shikamaru flashes back to his failures during his first Chunin mission, his failure of protecting Asuma and having him survive to meet and raise his child. So Gengo tries this, and it's funny because he tries this through these flowers that grow around the village, and then he just kind of uses his chakra to just have people confront their darkness, and if they fail, well, they're part of Gengo's army. So, Shikamaru does confront Gengo, and they have a conversation, and Shikamaru does have, some good tactics in this. For example, earlier on when he was surrounded, he actually choked himself out with his Shadow Strangle Jutsu instead of going under Gengo's spell. And then later on, he's able to overcome his dark side. And we'll talk a little bit about that later. Shikamaru is basically all alone now. He can't fight Soku, he can't fight Ro. He's weak, and we know that about Shikamaru. He's not the strongest person, except for, in his mind. He's the smartest person in the story. And, he's obviously surrounded, and that's when Choji, Ino, and Tamari just burst into the scene, because apparently Tamari went to Kakashi to find everything out, and so they went as backup to help Shikamaru out. So those three fight Sai, Soku, and Ro, while Shikamaru goes and confronts Gengo, and they're able to snap them out of their brainwashing fairly easily. I'm pretty sure the novel probably goes more into Ino and Sai's stuff, because they end up together at the end of the story, so we do get a little bit of a moment with them. So I assume the novel just goes more in depth with that. But again, Shikamaru confronts Gengo. He confronts his own darkness, his own powerlessness, but Naruto snaps him out of it. Just an image of Naruto just kind of snaps him out of whatever darkness he had, and he's just yeah, I'm going to continue to strive for peace, even if it is a drag, and I'm going to be there for my friend because he needs me, and I need to be there for him. And that's how Shikamaru beats Gengo. They arrest him, they start walking out, and we get some closing stuff from him. Nice little moment with Shikamaru, Soku, and Ro. Pretty nice there. And also, Shikamaru asked Tamari out on a date. It's so cute. It's lovely. And, you know, we probably won't see that until later on, but it's whatever. So this was a good arc. The grade, though, I'm giving it a C. So, as cool as it is to see like an arc focused around Shikamaru, honestly, to me, it's a little forgettable. Like, I'm not going to remember much of what happened in this arc months down the line. I'll remember that there was one and that I watched one, but not much is going to be there that I remember. Like, I'm going to probably remember Soku a lot because she was, you know, a decent character. She was also kind of annoying, but she was a decent character, at least with a story arc and all that. You know, I'll remember this as, you know, Shikamaru's arc. But, I mean, overall, like, a lot of stuff is just forgettable. Like, Gengo, he'll be forgettable. The Land of Silence, that'll be forgettable, you know. But, I mean, most of this arc was just to kind of show Shikamaru, hey, you still have a lot more to fight for, even if it is peacetime. You still have something that you need to do in this world, which is great. It's awesome. So, but that's basically what I have to say about this arc. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I did kind of struggle at least starting this video. Like, there was a part of me that, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even want to do this video, but I did it anyways because we're talking about Shikamaru here, and I need to do all these arcs. And because I made a promise to myself and to you to get you to understand these arcs and my point of view with these arcs. But I'm just gonna leave it there. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this arc, or even the novel if you ended up reading that. I wouldn't mind like trying to find that online just to read it. You know, I don't know if I'll buy it or anything, but I wouldn't mind reading it. Maybe catching a few things that the anime didn't show. So yeah, just leave a comment down below. Be sure to like the video if I entertain you in any way, shape, or form. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because next week is going to be the final arc review for Naruto. I'm excited for it. You guys should be excited for it too. It's all about Naruto and Hinata's wedding. So to make sure you don't miss that video, hit the bell icon so you get notified of when that video and all my other videos go up as well. And as always, people, I've been your world champion, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya. I don't need you. Better things are coming.